Hi everyone, I hope you're well. So we are going to learn about the Hlookup, the index and the match functions today. So we will open the digital copy. So you have the full version. I just printed this out so it's easier to work with. And the Hlookup is very similar to the VLOOKUP. Instead of looking up for the vertical columns, we're going to look for the rows. So all we have to do is you download we're going to work through example 8.31 and we're going to do Hlookup. So you're just going to download the Hlookup over here. I have a copy of it over here. I changed a bit of the values. I deleted the function over here. So all I want you to do is just to type in Hlookup. Hlookup, I remember it as horizontal, and horizontal is the rows, so it's horizontal lookup, so we're going to look for that. The lookup value, so we need to find this B in this table over here. So the lookup value is B, so we want to go to B and it should give us 30% over there. So we're going to look for the B in the table array over here. It is known as discount rates. So they already renamed it with an absolute value called discount rates. And we want to say the row index number if it finds this B. So it finds the B. Do we want the result of the B back or do we want the 30? So this is the first row and this is the second row. So we want the value of the second row. So we're going to say second row, please. And then we have to find an exact match. An exact match for false or an approximate match. So we actually do want the exact one. So we say false. We just close that and then we should get 30 there. Now, since we already have this absolute value over here, if we replicate this formula over here, if we go down, the C2 will turn into a C3. So if I go here, it's C3. So I think you already understand how that works. So this is just how you would use the Hlookup. So Hlookup and VLOOKUP, basically horizontal, and this is vertical, so the vertical lookup, and so this looks for rows and this looks for columns. Okay, so that's all that you had to do there. So you would just submit this on the assignment over there, and the next one we need to do is 8.32. So this is 8.31. We're going to work with the index function. So it is the function that has an index. We're going to go to the lookup table. We're going to find the row and the column. So we just download the month index. So the month index is over there. I already have mine over here. Oh, I put this in the wrong one. The month index. So if I type in here equal index, it's really cool. Even in your exam, as soon as you type in the function, it tells you what you need to put in. So we want to look in the array of our months over here. So it's really it's a good habit to rename all of your arrays, just because it has an absolute value. If you don't want them to change, if the index if the formula has to change, then it's better to just rename all of your arrays. So the row number, so if we want to find let's say May, then May is usually the 5th month, but because we have the headings in here, yeah, so let's rather not look at the values over here. Let's think of a month we know March is the 3rd month. And I want to decide, do I want the first letter, the month, or the French version? Let's say I want the French. So the column number, so 1, 2, 3, I put in 3 over there. I will get the French version of March. If I want the month version, instead of saying my column number is 3, I just put in a 2. So you can play around with that just so that you know how that would work. If I put in the 1, it's going to use the first column, and this would be, let's say we make it January, so it's the first month, and it's Jan. We can make it November, gives me November. So this is how the index work. It's almost like you open a book, you want to see this is the book, and these are the page numbers. So you basically use this to find a specific thing in here. The index itself, you're going to use it inside of other functions, but that's actually all you have to do. So you don't have to submit anything over here. I might just say find the following month, so I'll say November, and find March, and find let's say September. Okay, so I'll upload this, and then you just find those values for that using the formulas. But what I want you to do is, as soon as you type in, so find using the index function. So all I want to see is, I just want to see that you've used index, and then you say the array, which is the months, and the row number, so it's November, so it should be the 11th month, and then nov is the first one, so you do that. So you just do that, and then in the end, for all of your formulas, just show me the formula, and that's all I want to see as a PDF. So you can just say file, print, print selection, and then we'll only see those ones. So that's all I want as a PDF. I'll specify what I want you to call that. So I'll just put that over there. And the last thing that we're going to see now is the match function. So for the match function, I want to do it before we do the practical activity 8.22. So you'll see here, there's a 8.22. Where is that one? Where's the match function? 8.22. So before we do this one, I first want to do the match function. So for the match function, we're going to go through the worked example of match over here. And I want you to open match, and match, where is match? Oh, I haven't downloaded it. So you download it, and we open match. Sorry, this is a bit of a longer one. It's just I want everything to be done so that we can have one nice one, because I really get excited when you have to use different functions over here. So we're just gonna go through the worked example. We're gonna say first, let's just see how we should write the function. So match has a search value in a lookup table, and we're gonna say the type. Now the type can be 0, can be 1, or it can be -1. The match gives us a position of a value in a list. Okay, so it will give me the value. If I look for crisps, I want the value for 3.70. No, I want to know where in this list does the computer find crisps. It's very important that it must be ordered from lowest to highest, depending on what you are looking for over here. So we're going to first do the equal to the search value. So you can see here, we're going to find the equal here. So to find the position of the crisps in the list of product, the following function can be used. So match crisps A2, A7, 0. Okay, so match, again, the nice thing, it tells you what is the lookup value. We are looking for crisps. So we type in crisps. Just want to make sure I'm spelling it correctly. Okay, so find crisps. The array is this list over here. You will see if I take all of this, it won't and we want the exact value. You can see over here we have the 0. I want to show you what happens if you include more than one column. It will give you an error. That's because it can only find it in a singular list. So we need to say A2 to, A2 till A7. And then we can see crisps is in this range that I gave it. It's 1, 2, 3. So it gives us the third value. You can do this for any one of these, but for now there's not really much function to it. Like it's not really a point to have this. This match you will use in the activity, the practical activity. So just know how that works. You can play around with the other ones about how to match it when we have to make it in ascending order. It's very important in exam. If I want to find the match, let's just put that one there. If I want to find the match, to find the position of the crisps, if I only have $10 to spend, so I have to find here, I just have $10 to spend over here, and now I need to look for the value that I can spend it on. So Amir has $10 available to spend. To find the most expensive product that he can buy with his 10, I think it's Turkish lira or something, he needs to find the position of the largest value that is less than or equal to 10 Turkish lira. So first, in order to find the most expensive product that he can buy, we first need to sort the table in ascending order of the price. So maybe before I even type in this formula, we first say the price, and then we're going to sort and filter from the smallest to the largest. So right now it's from smallest to highest. So crisps telephone, so it goes from there to there. And we are going to put in the function match. The lookup value is 10. We only have 10 Turkish lira, so it has to find something in this range over here that is going to be less than the value that we start with. So we're looking for a value that's less than 10. So it should be over here at the 6.50. And it is. So if you look in our range, we have 1, 2, and then the value gives us 2. So it makes sense. So for $10, what's the most expensive thing he can buy? It's a water bottle. So the other way around, what is the, let's see, what did they say? Yes, they just explained that to find the cheapest product that Amir could not afford, the list needs to be ordered in descending order. So we're just gonna say here, sort. So descending order means from largest to smallest. And now we are going to say match. The lookup value is still 10. We only have 10 lira. Everything will make sense if you actually go read through all of this. And then the values over there, and then we want to say greater than. So you don't have to memorize these types. They actually tell you if it's equal, less than, or greater than. You just have to figure out, depending on the situation, what it is you're trying to get. But using the match just gives you the position of the cheapest value that he cannot buy. So we know that he can buy the 650 and the 370. Not and, but he can, with his 10 lira, he can buy that. But the cheapest thing he cannot buy is a ring binder. So you can see with the value it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is the value that it gives us over here. So this is how you use the match function. I will upload another video on this same assignment if you need help to do activity 8.22, because I want you to do this using the match function, the index and the match function. They don't have it in here, but it will make sense when I do the video. So I hope for now this just helped with going through the match, index, and HLOOKUP.